At the turn of the century, cities were growing fast. Quick and dependable mail delivery was the lifeblood of expanding businesses. With congested streets, the trick was moving the mail on schedule.
Wagons were slow, so we tried carrying city mail on the streetcars, starting in the early 1890s. The streetcar was a moving post office where mail was often sorted, canceled, and pouched between the post office and railway depot. They were more efficient than wagons, but they could only serve the largest cities, just 15 in all, where tracks were already laid.
Below the street, in some big cities, we started moving the mail in pneumatic tubes, like they'd been doing in Europe for years. Air pressure pulled the containers along the tubes at up to 35 miles an hour. Each container held up to 600 letters, and we shot them off every 15 seconds. 144,000 letters an hour. But the amount of mail kept growing, and a network of tubes cost a lot to build and maintain, so we couldn't keep up as businesses moved and cities grew.
Back up on the street, we had horseless wagons. They could carry more mail than the tubes and go anywhere. We could serve cities that had no trolley lines. The first was the Winton motor wagon, 1899, in Cleveland, Ohio. Soon, we had all kinds of motor vehicles in cities across the country. A truck could get back and forth quickly from the office to the outskirts of town and carry as much mail in a day as 3 wagons.
But cities kept growing, and that meant new methods of moving the mail.
The last streetcar post office was in Baltimore in 1929.
The last pneumatic tube service? New York and Boston, 1953.
But a horse-drawn wagon was still at work on Philadelphia's narrow streets in 1955.
As for the men and women who carried the mail over the years, that's another story.